All right, hello everybody. This is Starman, and welcome back to Let's Play Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. The music just died on us because I've had some weird things happen with the music in this section of the game, and I'm not sure why. I think it's something to do with the Scum VM and how it's slowing the game down, but the soundtrack here has either sped up randomly or stopped playing altogether, and as you heard, it just stopped playing altogether. But that's okay, that'll just leave it easier to hear me. Anyway, as you can see, we have a rather extensive collection of ruins behind us and a set of surveyor instruments.
Listen.
Well?
Here we are in the ruins of Knossos.
Hang on a minute. Nurab Sal speaks! He tells me that in his travels he has walked this ground and bids us find the underworld passage to his ancestral home.
How do you do it? Radio? Signals from the fillings in your teeth?
Still the wise guy. You'll learn.
Let's look around.
Okay.
Now, this is another section of the game where you have to go and what you have to do is randomly generated. But we do have to start exploring all of these little entrances.
It's a doorway.
And look for a certain mural. You'll know it when you see it. But this does still amount to a lot of us walking around and exploring and not finding much.
They look like the town's centerpiece.
Yeah, note the tall horns. That will be very important in a moment. And not this one. When I did a playtest through, it was this room right here, and this is it.
It's an ancient diagram of some kind. There's a bull's head, horns, and tail. The lines appear to converge on that circle. Could the circle be one of the stone discs? It's an ancient diagram of some kind. There's a bull's head, horns, and tail. Sophia,
Yes?
can you understand what this mural means?
Maybe it's a treasure map.
Well,
look
effectively, yes, it
Okay.
is. But the trick is we need to find the horn and the tail and use those to triangulate the position of the circle, which means we now have to start pushing over stones.
There's a statue here. It's a bull's tail statue.
All right, so we can use the surveyor's instruments. And that kicked in the music. And we want to line it up with the far end of the right set of the
I see the right horn.
horns. Okay, so we need to look for a stone somewhere on the left of that. Probably this one here.
There's a statue here.
I swear, this is the fastest I've ever done this. And we can circle around until we see Sophia as well. Hi, Sophia. But we line this one up with the left horn.
I see the left horn.
And Sophia
Hello, what's this?
suddenly sped up walking there.
Hey, there's a stone disc down here. It's got a hole in the middle and little moons carved into the surface. It must be one of the moonstones Plato wrote about.
All right, so now we have...
It's a stone disc with lunar images carved into it.
And that, thankfully, is all we need to do in the ruins. So we can walk back to the stone pedestal we found last time. And open the way, which the Lost Dialogue will tell us how we should set up the Moonstone along with the Sunstone. All right, so Sunstone first. Then use the Moonstone on the Sunstone. And let's see, it was Rising Sun over the horns, and then Darkness of the Moon with the full moon, if I remember correctly. And I do.
What do you know? A secret door.
Take our stones with us and head on in.
So, the legend of a labyrinth hidden under the ruins of Knossos is true. The legend of Atlantis isn't any more far-fetched. Maybe it's true, too.
I think the last stone disc and Atlantis are waiting for us somewhere beyond that door.
Which seems like as good a cue as any to talk to her.
Sophia,
Yes?
I forget, do stalagmites go up or down?
Up, I think.
Some date, huh?
We're not dating, Jones. This is not a date. If it was a date, I would have stood you up.
What do we do now?
Let's see where this leads.
Obviously.
Follow me.
Lead the way.
All right.
It's a bust of Apollo. It's a bust of Zeus. It's a shelf for the busts. It's a bust of Zeus.
Now, taking the third statue head will seal the gate, but thankfully, there is a way to get past this and get all the heads.
Stay away from the door.
And yes, there is a reason why I'm doing this. Because believe it or not, we are going to need these stone heads before the end of all this. And we'll go ahead and check everything on this ground level first.
Bones of previous explorers, no doubt. I don't need any old bones.
Okay, so nothing useful this way. At least not yet. So no place else to go but up. And yeah, that shelf looks familiar.
Sophia, don't come in here.
Why not?
Never mind.
Okay, so we don't take that way. But now we know where that other tunnel went to. And here's the other dead end. But we didn't head to the right, down this way. And another dead end, seemingly. And there's the other passage. And nice little joke here, that's the LucasArts Games emblem. And we see there's an elevator with a stone shaft here. Clearly we need to do something with the statue mouth in order to move on. Oh, take your mind out of the gutter. And we head up to the top. It appears that there is a gold box, some type of chalk, and the other side of the elevator mechanism. So nothing we can do at the moment, but there is one other avenue we have not explored yet. Now, this is completely random, but it works.
Get behind me, Sophia.
Because you may have noticed there's a slight miscoloration, or discoloration rather, on the floor here.
Sophia, get over here.
Oh! What's going on, Indy?
There must be a primitive elevator of some sort.
I always thought Mr. Otis invented the elevator.
Yeah, well, this is our floor.
And it looks like... Dr. Sternhardt, I presume.
Oh, wait, that was our ride. It appears the elevator crushed at least one stone disc.
Yeah, it looks like it crushed his Sunstone and Moonstone, but thankfully...
This is the Worldstone that Sternhardt swiped in Tikal. It's a stone disc with earthly images carved into it.
Alright, well, looks like he left a note behind.
It's his note. Let him keep it. It says,
I am convinced the map room lies beyond the next chamber. Alas, I cannot get past the gate. I need that orichalcum detector.
too bad. He came a long way.
He came so far and tried so hard, and in the end, it doesn't really matter. Well, only one thing left to do. Loot his corpse for belongings that could be useful to us.
I can't pick that up. But that doesn't seem to work. I can't move it.
Well, I can, but I don't want to.
It's a walking staff.
But we have a walking staff and a Worldstone.
Sophia,
Yes?
do you think we're lost?
Who knows? I'm too lost to think.
Huh.
Follow me.
Lead the way.
And there's the emblem again, and...
It's a narrow crawl space.
Hmm.
Sophia,
Yes?
You look great in this light.
What's that supposed to mean? It's almost pitch dark.
Oh, yeah. Sophia,
Yes?
let me boost you through that hole.
I'm not climbing through there. I'll bet it's full of spiders, or rats, or snakes.
Fine, we'll rot down here like Sternhardt.
I'm not worried. You'll think of something.
Her confidence is almost touching. But we do actually need to get one thing before we try and argue with Sophia about going through there. Because there's one way out of
Oh,
here.
nice. Wait, there's a chain running up behind the waterfall.
That
It must be
Sternhardt
holding the
completely
elevator's
missed.
counterweight.
Hold on, Jones. Where do you think you're going?
I'm climbing this chain.
You'd better come back.
Trust me. Ouch. I hate getting wet. Here I go again.
And yeah, I completely forgot that it still triggers if you walk across it. Still, at least we confirmed we can't get back here.
And there it goes again. Wait here.
So head back up.
Brr, that water's cold.
So now we just have to find our way back to the elevator. The other elevator, I should say. Which, now that I think of it, was through this way.
It's a wedge that keeps the counterweight from sinking.
Well, thankfully,
There, the counterweight is free.
that staff's the perfect thing for knocking it loose. And now,
Going up? There are two more beads underneath it. I'll take them too.
and just so we know for certain that those are real orichalcum beads,
Why, it's pointing at me.
well, you'll note
The orichalcum is now in the box.
the Lost Dialogue did say that gold could be used to block the radiation of
It's
orichalcum.
not pointing anywhere. There must not be any orichalcum nearby.
So we now have a handy box for blocking orichalcum deposits.
It's just a chunk of crumbling masonry.
All right, so nothing that way, probably. But we can walk across that elevator panel safely enough. So now we'll head back to Sophia.
Going down.
Right, so to this map room that he mentioned.
It's a narrow crawl space. Sophia,
Yes?
come on, climb onto my shoulders.
I'd rather not.
All right, boost me through the hole.
You?
What's so darn funny?
I couldn't boost you as far as I trust you, let alone up there.
Sophia,
Yes?
come on, climb onto my shoulders.
I'd rather not.
You probably wouldn't fit anyway.
Was that a crack about my weight?
Don't be such a girl.
Woman to you, Buster.
Excuse me?
Huh.
I'm sorry I was rude.
You're just trying to get on my good side, but I forgive you anyway.
Come on, climb onto my shoulders.
I'd rather not.
What's the matter? Scared of a few bugs?
You don't fool me, Jones. You're the one who's scared of snakes.
So what if I am?
So you admit it. Oh, we're really not going anywhere until I crawl through there, are we?
Afraid not.
Okay, boost me up. Watch those hands, Buster. There's a pulley on this side.
We'll use it.
Okay, hang on. Happy?
We're not out of the woods yet, but nice going.
Okay, so now we're in another similarly familiar looking part of the maze.
It's pointing at Sophia's necklace. I don't think that... Listen,
Yes?
can I borrow that necklace of yours for a while?
Why?
I think it's throwing off the orichalcum detector.
So?
So I want to put Nurav Sal in a box.
Ha! Boxes will not hold him.
Well, and it won't let me give her the box.
Sophia,
Yes?
your necklace is confusing the detector.
So?
So we need to hide it.
You think so? Then say, Nurab Sal is a mighty king and his eyes see through.
See through what?
It's a chant, just say it.
Nurab Sal is a mighty king, and his eyes see through.
All right. I can't give you my necklace, but tell me your plan, and I'll try to help.
I want to put it in this gold box.
Okay, give me the box, and I'll put it inside. There, but just for a few minutes.
Thanks.
Okay.
It's not pointing anywhere. It's pointing toward that blank wall in the back. It seems to be crumbling a bit.
And we use the ship herb on the wall.
Look! Look, an orichalcum bead. This must have been the bead that attracted the orichalcum detector.
Great. Now take the gold box. I want to wear my necklace again.
All right, so that gives us 3 beads.
Come on, door, move! Well, either Atlantis is a lot smaller than we thought, or we've found some kind of map or scale model.
Laid out just as Plato described it, in 3 concentric circles.
All right, now, remember what it said about placing the world. So let's see, to approach Atlantis itself, a world stone was required, with a glorious sun blazing alone upon the western sea. So, setting it up as we have before, rising sun over the tall horns, full moon over the darkness. Let's see, the noon sun over the western sea. Hey, that's convenient. Well,
Sophia,
Yes?
follow me.
Lead the way.
yeah, I thought you would have had something else to say about this, but apparently not.
Sophia, where are you?
We've got her, you foolish Americaner!
Kerner, which rock did you crawl out from under?
I have no time to trade insults. Hand over the stones or you'll never see Miss Hapgood again.
Okay, take the stones. Just don't hurt Sophia.
She'll be perfectly safe. In my custody.
Kerner! What a slimy toad.
Hey, didn't even think to check need for orichalcum.
Uh-oh. Kerner wedged it shut from the other side.
Well, luckily, I can use my trusty ship's rib to dig my way out. No, really.
You know, I think one of the rocks is starting to move.
Fräulein, halt! You must board the U-boat.
I'm not going anywhere. What have you done with Indy, you creep?
Forget about Jones. How can you expect a man to lead you through Atlantis when he can't even find a way out of the labyrinth?
And you're practically an Atlantis tour guide, I suppose?
We have charted an underwater entrance to the lost city. Together, we will discover its secrets.
Good luck.
You have a choice, Fräulein. Join us and fulfill your life's ambition. Or join your friend, another rotting corpse on the road to glory.
Well, how can I refuse hospitality like that?
Jones was a better man than I thought. If he could tolerate her.
Oof. Hey, there's a Nazi U-boat.
All right, well, this seems like a good point to stop this chapter, at least. Obviously, we're not going to stop fighting the Nazis and trying to race them to Atlantis, but we're going to close this chapter out here, and next time, we will face the challenges of a Nazi U-boat and hopefully rescue Sophia and make our way to Atlantis. See you next time.